Howdy everyone, Pocho here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we are going to be versing the Assassins. Finally, I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, but truth be told, I didn't have the answer for the team, and I do now. Not only do I have one answer, I've got 4 answers. So we'll be going over some teams you can use to verse the Assassins. They're a very interesting faction in the sense that a lot of people in the community, it's a very divided faction. A lot of people will say, don't bother with them, they're not as good as they were made out to be, they're not strong, and so forth. But you'll see a lot of people saying, don't verse this team in tournament, stay away from it. I get a lot of comments, especially in my own clan, saying, how do you beat them? How do you beat the Assassins? Because they do ridiculous amounts of damage, they're very RNG. So I'll be showing you, 4 teams you can use to verse this. We'll be starting with the riskiest to the safest. Mind you, they are the Assassins, so I do not think there is a 100% guaranteed win team when versing them. There is always the factor of RNG, but I'll rank the teams from, like I said, least safe to safest. So we'll jump into the arena. The first team we're going to be using is a Valar-led Beastman team. So let's get to it. Jumping into the arena, we've got the Valar-led Beastman team. So a few factors that play in this battle. Number 1 is getting the stun on the Yuki and your Rougarou surviving. That's essentially it. If you can survive those 2 things, you are most likely going to win. So we're going to start by hitting hard, and then we're going to use our freeze that hits the Yuki, and we lose rock instantly. It's all right, standard. I'm expecting it. The only character I care about is Rougarou, and you'll see why shortly. So we're easily going to go through and take out this Yuki now. She was stunned. And there we go. The Valar takes out the Yuki. Now, remember, these teams are done purely even strength. So when fighting an enemy team, always consider their arcane stars, their level, and their gear. So we're going to start whipping out some AoE damage, and that Rougarou is about to go big boy form, and this is where the team absolutely crumbles. So they're going to take a lot of hits on that Valar. It's beautiful. It doesn't really matter who we go for here. We get some damage on that Yuki, and Rougarou is about to absolutely shred. Here he goes, big boy form. I'm just going to use my basic attack. There's one. Big damage there. The second one's going to come out in a second. The last still hanging in there. Come on, there's the second one. And boom, he's taking out the characters. He gets a third attack. There's the third attack. The characters are still alive, and it's done. I mean, what can they do from this point on? Rougarou, absolute monster. I love Rougarou. Probably one of my, let's go, top 15 favorite characters in the game. Don't want to put him top 3. I've got 3 already. So, but there you go. There is the Beastman. But as you can see, very risky. There is the chance. I really do believe there is a chance of losing this battle. I have tested it a few times. I haven't lost yet. But like I said, that freeze misses that Yuki. She resists it, whatever. You're done for, because she will go parry mode, and I mean it's a downhill battle from there. Uphill battle from there. Can't really do anything from that point. The next team we will be using are the Knights. So let's jump into that fight now. Jumping into battle number 2, we are using the Knights. Now we have to start off with on the side of the living. The reason for this is light allies cannot miss. And their attacks cannot be dodged for 2 turns. That is super important. We need it, we need it, we need it. Not for Librarian, we need it for Brynhild. So we're going to go ahead and cast that. Our next attack cannot be dodged. We're going to go ahead and use our AoE. Gets a little bit of damage out. Not a huge amount, because the Assassins take less damage when the Yuki is on the field. Now we use our shield throw on the Yuki, and this is why we use the ability to not miss, or our attacks cannot be dodged. So we are going to guarantee land this and get the stun on Yuki. She cannot give that massive defense buff to the Assassins now. She's taken out. We lose the Tristan. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and res him. Wonderful. We're back in action now. And I mean, we can go for whatever we want here. We are going to go ahead and take out the Ash next. He is probably the biggest threat on the team just because of his damage. And I mean, we're going to start doing damage now because we have taken out the Yuki. So there we go. Big damage from that Ash. We nearly lose the Librarian. It's okay. We probably will in a moment if they go ahead and... Oh, no, they can't. They don't have any marks up. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and attack Ash. He's in his big boy mode. He's quite dangerous. He's quite scary in that mode. But we are going to go ahead and event. He's going to die. His death is coming. Oh, it's coming. I can feel it. It's coming. He's hanging in there. I mean, he's really just He's really testing us right now. Ah, come on, let's go ahead. Can this... So yeah, when we take out Ash, then we'll move on to a different target. There we go. He's finally dead. I mean, we're going to go ahead and attack. And do that so we can do our AoE. And then we can't really attack anyone else. So we're going to shield throw and it will bounce and hit 2 other targets. Beautiful. Remember, it's a win from here. There's not really anything they can do. We can go ahead and take out the Captain John. The last character left is the Claudia Toxic, and she's not going to really do anything. She's nothing she can do at this point. Like I said, a little bit of RNG in this fight, though, because, again, it depends on if the AI applies the blacklist on the right target. It could probably go downhill quite quickly. I mean, if that hits, and even though Librarian didn't do a whole lot in there, I mean, yeah, it's just you got to make sure you get that first ability off with Tristan so you can land that stun on Yuki. Then aim for the Yuki, take her out, and then just mince through from there. So yeah, we'll move on to the next team, which is a Orc team led by Thaynarg, because I've got to try and find use for Thaynarg somewhere. It can't just be the one use he's got in tournament. So we have a use for him finally. We can use him against assassins. Okay, jumping in with the Orcs, we're going to go ahead and use our Fists or Fury Fists on the Yuki. I haven't been able to kill her in one shot at max level or even level. We're going to go ahead and use our basic attack. She dodges there. That's okay. And we are going to go and yeah, we're just going to heal here. That's fine. And then we're going to use our Scorching or Monster of the Deep. It's going to kill the Yuki. Wonderful. Put that up on her. I'm going to go ahead and use my basic attack here. Remember, basic attack will give us a 20% initiative boost to the Thaynarg. We're going to go ahead and now we're going to go and use our... Don't get the kill on him. That's okay, though. We're going to start using our special. We're going to use our second special. Very close to dying. He's going to miss his attack there. That's okay. Going to go ahead and use our AoE now. Get a bit of damage out there. And we're going to go ahead and resurrect. It does get rid of the Scorching Terror. That's okay, though. I'm going to go and stun the healer. That is primary. Okay, and we can kind of just do whatever we want here. Let's get rid of Demetria. We'll go on to Claudia Toxic now. Big damage on her. Oh, the Scary nearly one-shots her. Thaynarg takes her out. And we will lose the Chrome. That's fine. I'm not worried about the Ghost at all. We're going to just go ahead and take out Captain John here. Maybe we can get it. Yes. Yeah. Oh, he's still alive. That's fine. Come through. And there we go. Oh, the Ghost is still alive. I thought she died. All right. We just basic attack. I mean, it doesn't really matter. She can't kill us. I think we lose the Chrome. Oh, no. She dies because her third turn, I think it is over. And there we go. The Thaynarg Orcs can win. There's possibility. I would actually rate them lower than the Knights. I got those teams mixed up. Honestly, they're about even. I just feel like there's more RNG with the Orcs than there is the Knights. So we'll move on to the final team, which is, of course, a Mordred team. Yeah, of course it's a Mordred team. Who else is going to take the king spot as a safe team? Jumping into the third battle, we have the Renegades with Belladonna Chrome. You're going to go ahead and apply Bloody Vera on the enemy. If it applies the debuff, awesome. If not, yeah, I mean, the fight just becomes a little bit harder. You're going to go ahead and then use the Fury Fists on the Yuki, which is going to reply the melee damager class mark with the melee damager class mark for Chrome, which is much better. It's going to give 100% initiative to the Morrigan when her turn comes around. You're going to go ahead and attempt to polymorph the Ash. Wonderful. I mean, this is all great RNG. Remember, bad RNG can hurt you. So we're going to go ahead and cast the Agony now, which is going to put some of these characters to sleep. It's going to give us a second turn. We're just going to play it safe and use Fencing Mistress and absolutely demolish that Yuki. Take her out of the picture. We're going to go ahead and give ourselves a bit of a defense boost now. Then we're going to add our Dodge. And from here, we just take the team out. We are taking that Ash out before he goes back into his regular form and goes absolutely mental. I am not using pull the strings on Mordred at all. It is not a priority. We're going to go ahead and attack the Claudia Toxic now, and we'll take her out of the picture. There's a bit of healing going on still. That's okay. Bit of damage comes out. That's fine. There's a chance we lose the Mordred. That's okay as well. That Demetria will die when her turn comes around. I could have rezzed there. I should have rezzed there. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. We've won the fight. So our Morrigan's almost at full HP, so not worried at all. And she will do AoE, which will eliminate. We're going to res now. Just because we can. We should have res before, but we didn't. That's okay. We're going to reset some of his initiative and finish him off. And when that Demetria casts, I think that's her last cast, she dies, and there's the win. So there you go. 4 teams to take on the Assassins. Use whichever one you're probably strongest in. Invest in the Assassins because you need to be equal or better strength. I mean, you can try if you're a bit weaker and see how it works out for you. Just saying, it's the RNG can always turn against you. But there you go. There's some options for you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you're on the world, until next time, just take care of yourself.